Shalom, family. Shalom to everybody in the chat. It's good to see you here. We're going to get on the topic of Joe Biden, and we see a big lack of concern when it comes down to all the hate crime violence that we have seen towards the Black community, and it's not being addressed at all by Biden. Kamala, all she did was give some speech down in Florida about the history, but that is of no use to us. That is nothing tangible. It is not a crime bill. It's not like it's something that's going to be contributed towards reparations. It's just a bunch of babbling. And, as of yet, we're not seeing any action from them. They're not even doing anything about Ron DeSantis down there in Florida. Ron DeSantis has been going on for several months about the history, and we see them gradually eliminating the history, our history down in Florida. Anybody else's history is all fine and dandy, but our history is not. And that is a problem. And, you've seen the stories, and I got another story that recently came out saying that he is losing the Black and Hispanic vote. But them, all people like Jim Clyburn and all they want to do is try to have something to say to pacify you, but they really don't want to do anything for the community at all. And I just think we're getting tired of the same song and dance that we keep seeing from the Biden administration. So I have a video that I want to show you, and then we can get more into this topic. All right, let me go ahead and share my screen. Okay, please give me a 1 if you can see my screen. Please give me a 1 if you can see my screen. Thank you. Thank you very much, everybody. Okay, go ahead and play this video. All right.
Of the 1963 March on Washington, actual anniversary at the White House, on the actual anniversary, the 60th anniversary of the 1963 March on Washington, President Joe Biden and Vice President Kamala Harris met with civil rights leaders, to include Ambassador Andy Young, who was actually in attendance and one of the lieutenants of Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. on that day and beyond. Also, the children of Dr. King, Dr. Bernice King, and Dr. King's namesake, Martin Luther King III, along with his family, the Reverend Al Sharpton of the National Action Network, Mark Morial of the National Urban League, and so many others.
Kamala and I wanted to convene this incredible group of civil rights leaders for a simple reason. To thank them and to tell them what they tell us. We know we got a lot more work to do. A lot's happening around the things you wouldn't think would be happening today on the anniversary of the 60 years of March. Turn this over to the Vice President for a few minutes and then we'll get on.
Thank you, Mr. President. Our country was founded on many noble principles, and I believe each of us has a duty to not allow factions to sever our unity and foundational principles that out of many, we are one.
After both the president and vice president spoke, I asked the question of President Biden as to how he plans to stop this hate that is on the rise, according to the FBI, especially after the most recent hate killings in Jacksonville. Jacksonville, Florida.
Mr. President, as we are in this moment of hate, you have laws, you have policies, you have executive orders. Mr. President, how do you prevent this hate? Is it a hard issue? And how do you intend to stop this hate that you just said must stop?
I'm talking directly to the American people because I think the vast majority of the American people agree with this table. But we have to understand this is serious. I said a little earlier as I came in and sat down, I think this is as serious a potential turning point for the negative as it was when the turning point for the positive when your dad organized that march. I really think this is a critical time. We have groups, a significant minority, but I think they want to change the direction that we've been working on so hard and making such significant progress on for so long. We can't let it happen. We just have to speak to it. I've spoken to the authorities in Jacksonville, and I even spoke to the governor as well last night for some time, all folks. And right now, I asked for whether or not it was appropriate for the local people to contact the families. Two of them are prepared to be contacted. One does not want to be contacted. I'm letting this just let things settle because, everybody deals with profound loss in a different way. And it's important that, I know from experience, it's important to try to do it in a way that is most helpful and eases the anxiety the most. So I haven't spoken to them yet. Thank you.
At that same meeting, civil rights leaders told the president and the vice president they want to take that anti-hate conference held at the White House a year ago to Florida. Florida being the place where they feel the racial rhetoric is rising, as well as hate, specifically after the Jacksonville murders. April Ryan for the GRIA.
How you doing, KD?
Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Yeah, excuse the noise in the back. I'm at the laundromat, but I'm doing fine, Lisa.
Oh, good. When I saw the video, the first thing I was disappointed. And let me tell you why. Number one, we know when it comes down to anti-Black hate, it's not going to be anything beyond lip service from politicians. But what disappointed me is they never seem to have fresh blood at the table. We are still seeing the same people over and over from the civil rights movement. The people from the civil rights movement, no defense, are not going to be the ones that are going to push hard for an anti-Black crime bill. If they wanted to do so, we would have seen it by now. Their concern was with civil rights. It was not with an anti-Black crime bill. But when you look at that table, you saw Dr. King, children, and you just see everybody that's reminiscent of the civil rights movement sitting there. And how do you move to the next level still listening to the same people, that are not coming with that kind of energy? And none of them sat at the table asking him, when are you going to pass an anti-Black crime bill, one that similar to what you did for the Asians? Nobody was asking that question. Nobody. And those folks are from the civil rights movement. I just think if you're going to get to that next point, you got to have fresh minds with fresh ideas. And you're not going to get that. I mean, no defense against King's children, but we need to see something different. We're not. I mean, it is long overdue for the changing of the guard. For real, y'all. We're just the things that, they're not even talking reparations. It was just a bunch of babbling about the hate crimes, but no action behind the words. And that's the problem. not only with Biden administration, really with all of them. You have anything to say, KD?
I'm just gonna say this while I can. You got the Kumbule caucus, and then you got the civil rights folks. I'm just gonna say this flat out: they're bought and paid for to push the line for the other side.
Yeah.
I mean, look at the history. Like, okay, they got the 1964 Civil Rights Act got passed, but what happened after that? Nothing. And they really been bought. I think they've been bought and paid for to push the line for the other side, and that's exactly what they've been doing. Both both the Kumbule caucus and the civil rights people.
Yeah, yeah. And I mean, y'all look at the Congressional Black Caucus. I mean, it's almost like the White House and Capitol Hill is turning into a nursing home. You know, those folks are not going to make change. They're not going to talk reparations. It's like after we heard about HR 40, they don't really speak about reparations at all. You know, they may pop up here and there, but it's not enough. You can tell that's not their focus. They don't want to talk about reparations. They don't want reparations even brought up for the 2024 presidential election. They don't want to talk about an anti-Black hate crime bill because this place is so damn racist when it comes down to politics. They're not going to push that agenda on the right or left. They're not, and it's not enough people that are independent that is in Congress and the Senate for them to even make a difference on that agenda. We just don't have the people in place that's going to do anything. And that meeting that I saw with Kamala and Joe Biden, that was just a reminder of that. I just didn't see anything significant. I didn't hear anything significant said. They didn't really put Joe Biden's or Kamala's feet to the fire on these issues. So change is not going to come from any of the people that sat at that table. Change is not going to come from the Congressional Black Caucus. It's not going to come from no one like that. You know, that is one of probably the biggest hurdles for us. We don't have any real representation. We got, us among social media talking about these things, but anybody above that, they're just not dealing with our issues. And it's very clear they don't want to deal with our issues. Joe Biden just the other day gave Ukraine another $1.2 billion in military aid. I saw that about 2 days ago. You know, that's what he's focused on. And you're right, the John T. Harden, the CBC, they're only concerned about immigrants. How you doing, LVZ?
I'm here. Let's do it.
Okay. Did you see the video that I showed?
I just came. I just missed it.
Oh, okay. Well, Joe Biden and Kamala had people from the civil rights movement at like a round table talking about the Black anti-hate crimes that have been happening, like Florida, the Dollar General shooting. And they were talking, and the only thing Joe Biden said, it's a serious issue. Well, we don't need you to sit there and say it's a serious issue. We need you to pass some bills and do something about it.
Here's the deal, guys. It's very terrible what happened to you guys. You got shot up in Buffalo. You got shot up in where is that at? Michael Jacksonville. Here's the deal. I can't do anything about it. It's very sorry. I'm sorry it's happening. It's bad about hate crimes. It shouldn't happen to you, but it's nothing I can do. Here's the deal.
Well,
Is that what he said?
it really wasn't that much
I didn't
different.
see the video, but I'm quite sure it sounded like that.
Well, see, what I was saying to everybody, you had Bernice King, Dr. Martin King Jr., his
Oh
son.
no, I did see that. I did see that because
Not one of
L,
them brought up. They don't. I didn't expect them to bring up reparations, but they did not even. Okay, you're there for anti-hate crimes against Black people, but you didn't even push him for a bill. They didn't even push him for a bill.
no, I actually saw on LB's channel because he was going off on this yesterday, and I even had to talk about it. I called it the Moist March on Washington because they had a bunch of moist people marching on Washington talking about this what Dr. King would have wanted.
I don't know. At the rate these folks are going, I think Dr. King probably would have walked away from them too. But
Well,
I
he
mean,
definitely would. If you really listen to it, nowhere it was saying, I have a dream, have a dream that you
LV,
will get us, and we won't do nothing, but we're gonna make the I have a dream today.
LVZ, you're breaking up.
I'm sorry, I got to get in the back because that elevator.
Oh, okay. That's why. Yeah.
I don't ever remember the I have a dream speech being, I have a dream. I have a dream that one day you'll be getting shot at the Dollar General and nobody will do a damn thing. But if you cuss about an Asian hate crime bill, you're going to jail. I have a dream today. That wasn't in his dream. He wasn't saying nothing like, I have a dream that two men can get married and sell pussy all over the place. I have a dream, though. That was not in his speech.
Yeah. I don't think he was dreaming about Ron DeSantis removing Black history from Florida. The place where alligators ate babies. Yeah. They want all that history to go away. But the bottom line is, y'all, it's hard to push an agenda when you got all these people at the top that will not even confront or even suggest or bring up to the president. I was like, okay, why are you there for that subject matter and you're not talking about doing a bill? It just seems to me like such a waste of time.
Not just Ron DeSantis doing that, but you got Sarah Huckabee doing the same thing in Arkansas.
Yeah, she's literally doing a mirror of Florida. She's not doing anything different. She's mirroring everything she sees going on in Florida.
Who y'all talk about? Sloth from the Goonies?
Yeah.
Yeah, Sloth. I saw that. I said, man, oh, Sloth. Ever since the Goonies, he's turned really racist. Ever since Sloth haven't worked since the Goonies, him turning into a trans woman and becoming the governor of Arkansas and hating Black history. Wow, I never knew that. When I watched the Goonies, I used to like her. Now every time I see her, I don't ever want to watch the Goonies anymore.
Well, it seems the whole basis of our history being a race is because it may hurt white kids. I never heard of anybody's history that needs to be a race because it's going to hurt somebody's kids. They don't care how our kids get hurt in school.
So can I ask you a question under that same guise? Does that mean that they can't teach about World War I or World War II or Pearl Harbor because it'll hurt the Asian kids' feelings?
Right.
I'm just saying. Right.
Yeah. I mean, you're right. You're right.
And what about our folks that's been involved in World War I and II, and they're gonna sit up there and talk about the so-called victories they had? Wasn't our people involved?
They
Oh
have
wait, you
had
can't bring that up either since our people been involved in both of those wars. Oh my bad, my bad.
KD, we fought in every single war this country had.
Yeah, it's not a
Even the
war that we have.
Revolutionary War,
Yep.
the Spanish War, the Civil War, every war. In fact, the Spanish War was fought by all Black men because the white men could not handle the climate down there in Cuba. They couldn't handle all
The
that
Mexican,
hot heat. Yeah, so they had the Black men pretty much won that victory.
the Mexican American War. I know that
Yeah,
that was won by Black men because my
Black
great
men.
great granddaddy, my great great for what he did over there, and he was a Buffalo soldier. I looked it up.
Yeah,
I
I
found it
had
out
a few
myself.
Buffalo. Yeah, I had a few Buffalo soldiers in my family too, and on my dad's side there were two that were Tuskegee Airmen.
See, yep, my
So
great great granddaddy won
we fought.
a Medal of Valor.
Yes, see, there you go. See, y'all, we fought in every single war in this country. They could not have won nary war without us, not one, and that is the truth.
I mean, my main point is, if they're gonna erase Black history, they might as well erase all those bullshit wars that they talk about. They love to brag about how strong our country is and all that bullshit.
Yeah, exactly. They will have to erase them because wouldn't it be hurting those people's feelings? I mean,
Yeah,
God forbid you want to look. If you don't want to hurt the Ku Klux Klan grandchildren feelings, then God forbid you want to hurt Hitler's grandchildren's feelings too, right? So they ain't gonna talk about the Nazis bad either. Well, some
yeah.
Nazis were good.
Speaking of that, when I was doing my family tree, do you know there were a lot of people in the South here in this country that had that last name, Hitler? If you go back and look at the census records from back during those times, like the 1800s, there were a lot of people all throughout the South that had that last name, Hitler. you know and of course after World War II, a lot of people ran and changed that name, but there were many people in this country with that last name at one point in time.
I was about to say logical black. Well, that's you that can't be proud of Buffalo Soldiers. I can, because I'm always proud of my family and what they did. And I'm never gonna be mad about them paving a way for me. So yeah, I'm proud. Damn right.
Yeah
You damn right I'm proud.
Somebody wrote, Pro Surfer Wave 619 wrote, Black Americans saved the Jews out of the Holocaust front line. Yes, and you know what? Yes, that's very true. And you would think we didn't do anything, but I love the way they always try to tell us they march with Dr. King, but they seem to have amnesia when it comes down to World War II, because there were many Black soldiers that went in there and liberated them from those concentration camps. So let's not act all brand new like you did something and our people didn't do anything, okay? Because if you listen to them, you would believe that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, and there were a lot of people of German descent that lived in the South and had slaves in this country.
Right.
A lot.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, man. We gotta see. I don't. That's the trick of white supremacy. It made you. They tricked you into feeling like it was some shame out of your ancestors, being slaves. No, the only people who should be ashamed is white people. And if that's not, wasn't the truth.
Hold on, I got a supremacist in the chat. White Student Transition wrote, the same black soldiers that were raping German women. You got a lot of nerve.
Hold on.
White men have been raping black women all throughout history on this soil. So what are you trying to say?
First of all, idiot. Black soldiers weren't even really around white German women.
We sure were. Those regiments over there were segregated.
Segregated, you dumbass.
They were segregated.
Yeah, you stupid ass. They couldn't even be around those people. So that's the first thing. You're a dumbass Peckerwood liar.
Right.
So what you need to go do is go grab the tweezers and the magnifying glass and go find your urinal and stop pissing all over your balls, you bitch ass.
Okay. Always making shit up. Always making shit up. That's why you want to change the history to some made up crap that never happened. That's all your people want to do.
Exactly. That's why they always look. You think
about like black men had like a free for all German women. That didn't happen.
Right. That was your people doing that, Peckerwood. Right. Your people did that everywhere, and they ain't just rape women. They was raping men too.
Did it over in Afghanistan and Iraq. You go online, you can see the stories of the women that told you they were raped by U.S. soldiers. Okay.
See, you see the story of the men that was raped by U.S. soldiers.
Right. Please.
See.
Got some damn nerve.
Yeah, some white supremacists come in here. Your father, your granddaddy was raping men, and you gonna talk about raping? Get out of here. Your granddaddy was raping men.
And isn't that the activity of somebody that came from the fucking caves? Mm-hmm. I think so.
It's the culture.
Right, Jet Black. They still rape animals, don't they? They Jet Black. Thank you. They were raping men, women, the horses, and they still doing.
And next time the FBI crime statistics come out, go and look who's doing the raping. It's hands down white men.
And the molestation.
And if you are not happy with that, then you need to see the FBI. You don't need to see the black community about that.
Right. And YouTube, y'all stop sending y'all boys who work for y'all over here when we get together.
That's all they are. These ain't nothing but YouTube employees that are coming in here trolling. These are not no Russian bots or some strangers. These are folks that got their asses sitting there, probably more than likely a contractor for them, that come on to our live streams and do stuff like that. And see, you know what he'll do? When you go to the playback to see it, it won't be there. He'll go out and disable the account so that everything he wrote, when you go to replay it, it won't even show up.
It won't show up. Yeah.
They think they're slick. You're not slick at all. We know that old trick. Oldest trick in the book.
Just another devil that's deviling.
So, so I just wanted y'all to see what Joe Biden and Kamala called themselves doing. Well, at least we're talking about anti-black hate. It's something, the black community will be happy that we're talking about it.
They've been doing that. They've been doing that this whole time. Talking my ass. I mean, enough talk already. We all know you ain't gonna do shit.
Right. And I'm still, KD, I'm still pissed off that Martin Luther King is rolling over in his grave. I didn't have a dream that my son would be buck dancing, eating butter biscuits for all y'all doing.
His daughter too, because Bernice was at the table.
Yeah, Bernie and the other one, and his niece. I have a dream my niece will be on Tucker Carlson, cooning and buffooning and bucking her eyes. I have a dream today. That was not in the damn speech. It wasn't. That was not in the speech. I have a dream that the Tethers will be out here marching, calling us a kata and nappy head niggas. I have a dream that brothers will be running around in booty shorts with rainbow flags, selling pussy all over the place. I have a dream. None of that.
Did you see some of them foreign women put out them videos about the passport brothers? They're like, y'all need to stop coming here. I was like, damn.
Right.
The foreign women are making videos telling the passport brothers to stop coming to their country.
I got people in there talking about I gotta stop doing the Martin King because they stomach hurt. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm sorry. Look, you already know, Lee, what True Roy tell you. Don't drink nothing. LVZ coming on. What Lisa tell you, look, don't drink nothing and be in front of your computer. I might make you fuck it up every now and then.
Yeah. I mean, come on. But yeah, that's what I'm talking about. So I just wanted y'all to see that, to see what a big insult that is. That, you know, he is not willing to give you a crime bill, but he's willing to have a round table with Black folks to talk about the anti-hate crime. He's not willing to do anything to stop the killing, though. Now they can keep right on killing you, but we'll talk about it.
Yeah.
But this is coming from a fool that was a part of the making up of the 94 crime bill.
Right.
So a dude from the 94 crime bill, he gonna give you an anti-what crime bill? That I'm like, come on, y'all. Y'all got to do better.
Yeah, y'all know in Mitch McConnell, as much as he's freezing up these days, he's still he would still unfreeze long enough to block that bill.
No bullshit.
Okay.
Oh, here comes the Negroes. I hope they don't beat on me, but I was fucking see. He saw Nat Turner coming his way.
Can you imagine? Yeah, can you imagine that anti-Black crime bill coming to the Senate and Mitch get up and say, "I'm gonna
What you say about the anti-Black crime bill?
We're gonna take a vote," and then he's standing there freezing,
and then just stop.
Yeah.
Well, we need to talk about this.
LVZ, you almost sound like him.
And that's what I do, Lisa. They're like, Mr. McConnell, Senator McConnell, what about this new anti-Black crime bill? Well, I don't want to sign the bill. Are you okay, Mr. McConnell? Yes, I'm okay. They're coming for me.
Yeah.
That shit is so funny.
And you know what? That man ain't well. And you know what? He's probably been doing that for a long time, y'all, but they're not going to admit that to the public. Nobody just started doing that out of the blue. Mitch McConnell had been doing that for quite some time, just like he's been falling down for quite some time.
Yeah. Oh, help me out, Janet. His Chinese wife, I'm not help you out. Stay your ass down there. Oh, come on, help me. Then he freeze again. That's why your ass is frozen.
You know, you have to wonder, that man freezes a lot. You know, I mean, is he freezing in the shower? His wife
Right.
He probably got to get him out the shower and everything.
They got to come get him out the shower. He drowning in the tub. And you know his wife, she one of them evil Asians, at least. She don't got no sympathy for him. He in there for, his ass in there, frozen again. Leave his ass in there. She treat him like a nail salon owner, Lisa. Leave his ass in there. We don't help his ass. No. Nietzsche, I wish you hurry up and die. Hurry up and die. That's what she tell him to do.
Now hurry up and buy, hurry up and die.
Yeah, not hurry up and buy. Hurry up and die. That's so cold, baby. Wow.
Oh man. Yeah. Well, they said he had you know, even they said he wasn't even a healthy child. he had a lot of issues even as a child.
He had a big head and a small body. I can see.
Yeah,
I can see that already.
Yeah, I saw a picture when he was younger. He just looked like a younger turtle.
Yep, he had a big ass head and a little body, little frail ass body, and a big ass adult head. That nigga got it. How you got a 30-year-old head on a 9-year-old body?
Well, I tell you, yeah, it'll be interesting. Him and what's that other relic, Dianne Feinstein?
Hey, she is hilarious. They done that. Dianne Feinstein.
Look, DC is a geriatric home.
It's an old folks home downtown. No bullshit.
There, it sure is.
Look, Dianne Feinstein just be wandering around press conferences, not knowing where she at. She just walking around the background like, where's Waldo?
Well, they said she can't even sit in that wheelchair. They got to literally prop her up because she'll lean to one side so much that they got to prop her up. I was like, that's ridiculous. She needs a nursing home.
That lady out there pimp leaning, Lisa. She pimp leaning in there.
Dianne pimp leaning. Come on. See, now you got that in my head. Dianne Feinstein is pimp leaning.
Pimp leaning. That bitch croaking.
She does. KD, she looked like a damn corpse. She looked like a corpse.
Yeah, she do. I think she up here like a live Weekend at Bernie's. she like a living version of Weekend at Bernie's.
She ain't the only one, because I think Maxine Waters, she's in her 80s. You got a lot of them up there. That Chuck Grassley, I think they said he's what, 89?
Yeah, just one. Yeah, Chuck Grassley, yeah, he's another one. But at least Maxine is coherent.
Yeah, she is.
She is coherent.
Can I say Aunt Jemima?
Hey, you can say that, but at least she's coherent. At least she's coherent. You can say that. I'm not knocking you for saying that. What I'm saying though is that's not the same as Joe Biden be falling and shit just for no reason.
Yeah. I don't know who falls more, him or Mitch McConnell.
Right. And Joe Biden fall for no reason. Motherfucker, Feinstein just be wandering around press conferences. Mitch McConnell be freezing after he see the souls of the black folks that he done fucked over. So, one thing you can't say about Maxine, she knows she buck dancing. She ain't incoherent with her buck dancing.
No, she's not. Many of them are. They were talking about, there was an article not long ago where they were talking about how many of them are 70 and older. It's a lot of them, y'all. It's a lot of them.
Oh, your man Vivek rather schmarmy. Vivek rather schmarmy. He did a interview with Mehdi Hassan, and Mehdi Hassan ripped his ass apart.
Mm-hmm. That's why when he's attacking us, he's only in the room with a bunch of white supremacists. We're not around. And that's why he gets away with saying so much. But see, when we encounter him, look at how fast he gets torn apart.
True. That's true. Because he sat there with Mehdi Hassan.
I don't even know what his Hindu ass is doing in the race in the first place. All he's doing is kissing ass to the other side. That's all he's doing.
Mehdi Hassan asked him, hey man, what the hell? He was like, what qualifies you to be president? I can grab somebody off the street right now and he got just as much credentials as you. He said, I can go outside right now and grab a motherfucker off the street. You and him are exactly the same.
Yeah, he doesn't have any political experience at all.
And he a liar too. He talked
Yeah,
about how he created medicines. He didn't create shit. The company that he had was a vulture capitalist country, meaning that he sold it and made millions of dollars while they went bankrupt. And then
right,
when he sold the company he sold it to, the people who took it over, they the ones who produced the medicines, not him.
right, right. Yeah. You know, and if you go back and look at some of the old videos, at one point in time, y'all, he was a Democrat.
I know he was. All these motherfuckers like Candace Owens, sis. All of them. They
Mm-hmm.
phony as hell. They know for real that, hey, these white supremacists, this, that, and the third. But what happened is they realized that the money is behind the races. So
Right,
if you go to the Republican side, Peckerwoods will eat that shit up and pay you millions of dollars for you to be a motherfucking anti-black racist. So
right.
that's what we already know that that's the story of Candace, but that's Vivek's story too.
Yes, it's exactly the same. There, I saw a video about 2 weeks ago. He was at some kind of political event, and Al Sharpton and a couple of other Democrats were on the stage, and he got up to ask Al Sharpton a question. And at that time, Vivek was a Democrat.
Yep.
Yep. At that time, he was a Democrat. And like LVC said, there was no money involved in being a Democrat. So he switched to the other side. And the harder he goes, the more they give him money.
Right. It's fucking money.
He's a typical grifter. That's what he is. Just like Candace Owens. They number grifters.
But you know what pissed me off about that, K? You right. They are grifters and they making all the money. But then me, you, Lisa, True Raw, we've all had this put in our comment section by white supremacists. Yeah, you just causing racial division so you can make all that money. What?
There ain't
Ain't
no
no
money.
damn money
Ain't
in
no
fighting for
money.
black.
There is no money in what we do.
Exactly.
There is
Ain't
no
no money for fighting against white supremacy.
no.
Ain't no checks coming to us for doing this shit.
There is no money in it. And even your support is very limited.
Limited, yeah. I'm about to
Support is
say,
very limited too.
all I support grassroots, and like you say, it's limited. We don't be mad, but yeah, shit. Look at Fresh and Fit. Them motherfuckers got millions of dollars behind them.
They don't have, they're not making no money now. That's why he was
Now,
on
yeah,
decline like a bitch. But yeah,
yeah,
as long as he was putting a Klan hood on and
right.
making jokes against black people, yeah, they were raking in the money.
Yeah, they was raking in the dough, wasn't
And
they?
wait a minute. One of them was working for the damn FBI.
Yeah, the one that was crying.
Yeah, the one with the booty shorts on, crying
The
like a
Arab
hoe.
one, the one with the old pointy nose, the Arab one.
Yeah, son of a bitch. I hate that motherfucker. Myron bitch ass.
Yeah,
Hate that bastard. He's a bastard.
yeah.
He's a fucking
But
bastard.
that's the way it is. If you are black and you want to make money on YouTube, just go against your people.
Right.
Your money is going to go through the roof. Okay.
Right.
You're going to get tons of money.
Tons of money. Motherfuckers that you never even knew gonna be supporting.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. There was a when I first came on YouTube, there was a black woman, and
That's why
she
you got. That's why
had
we gotta. My bad.
well,
Let's go.
yeah, there was a black woman, and she was on, and she was, fighting against white supremacy. So she did an experiment for 1 month. She spoke against black people for 1 month on her channel as an experiment. You know how much she got
How
in
much?
that 1 month from doing that? $160,000. She
one,
after that cussed all the people out that donated because she was talking bad about black people, and she says, and I ain't giving you one dime back.
yeah, I give you shit back. I'm giving you shit back, you pieces of shit.
But selling out, it's a lot of money to be made and selling out, y'all. But if you are down with fighting for the community or speaking out against the atrocities that happen to us, you don't get nothing.
At all. Shit, you barely get recognition, let alone money.
You don't get nothing.
Think about what they done to Lisa, True Royal, myself, Nicole, Harvey. Think about how many of us in lost channels, shadow banned, and some more shit. And all we did was just tell the truth. So,
is the truth.
So yeah, I can't stand. That's what pissed me off about Vivek Ramaswamy and on.
Yeah. And that's why a lot of these people do what they do for years out on YouTube, like Tommy. That's why they be screaming about black women and black people ain't shit and this and that, because they're making a ton of money as long as they're sitting around talking like
shitting on us. Yep. Shitting on us gets you rich. Shitting on your own people make you rich, y'all.
It sure does.
If you black.
America.
And you think about nobody else gets paid to do that. Do you hear any Hispanics coming out talking about, no, leave them back across the border? They don't pay, and they actually say that, but they don't pay them to say it. They say that when they amongst themselves. They, no, we're not. No, he should stay home. No, you be like, you just crossed the border. Yes, but it's only room for me.
Yeah, but that's how it is. All not just here on YouTube, but all over social media.
Right.
All over social media, other platforms. It's like
Twitter the same way. I got suspended from Twitter, y'all. Y'all know about that. They suspended me because white dude was talking about all these black fuckers are talking about Eminem. So when I start calling them all types of peckerwoods and troglodytes, next thing you know, my account locked.
I believe it. Yeah. So it's like that. There's even some guy over there on TikTok, and that's all he do. He a young guy, and that's all he do. He's on his platform screaming against black people, and he's melanated himself, always hollering about what black people ain't this and black people ain't that. And he got millions of followers over there too.
Oh, what about CJ Pearson, sis?
Yeah. Yeah.
Look at that little baby.
I probably would have hit 1 million by now.
Right. Yeah, if we cooned out, shit, we had trillion. Y'all be complaining, LVZ, I can't find your channel. LVZ, when you go live, I don't never know. Let me start buck dancing for 1 month. My channel will be everywhere.
Yeah.
Watch, I'm gonna get a white woman smile, Lisa. I'm gonna get a conch wig and I'm gonna put it on my head, one of them Anchorman wigs. Look like I got a motherfucking perm and a S curl. I'm gonna put that on. Hello, welcome to LVZ. I'm LeVar Smith. These blacks are so hard. What about black on black crime? Stop being a baby mama.
Right. Forget about January 6th. What about what y'all do in the ghetto?
Yeah, no more January 6th. I'm here with my sister, Lisa Cabrera, and my brother, KD. And let me tell you guys one thing, all right? You black guys need to stop voting Democrat. You're on the Democratic plantation, all right?
Yeah, say that as if the Republican side ain't a damn plantation.
Right. Okay. I'm about to say both of them a big-ass plantation. No, it's one whole plantation. Yeah, like one of them ain't a plantation. No, both of them whole plantation.
Right.
And then come to liberal policies. Y'all need to get away from that liberal philosophy. It's hurting your community.
Exactly. Well, KD, they need to get rid of that victim mind state. They always want to be in a state of victimization. Come on, y'all. We done all heard the talk. Hey,
It's the same talking points all over. You weren't a slave. You weren't a slave.
right.
You weren't a slave. Yeah, okay, whatever.
I'm telling y'all.
They don't have nothing different to say. It's always the same BS.
That's right.
They sound like a damn broken record.
You have just as many opportunities as me.
And they know damn well they're lying.
Right.
They know damn well they're lying when they're saying that mess to you.
Mm-hmm. Think about it, sis. Look, y'all can't even find LVZ NBA Talk channel right now. And for those who be looking for my channel, that's all you got to type in, LVZ NBA Talk, and my channel will come up. Because there's a lot of y'all in here I see be like, man, LVZ, where can I find you at? Look, I'm so shadow banned, y'all, they won't let me post on my main channel in Lisa's chat room.
Mm-hmm.
That's how shadow banned I am, y'all. That y'all have to type in LVZ NBA Talk. That's the only way you're going to be able to find me. Mm-hmm. And then y'all make sure y'all sub.
I know. Some people have subscribed to me for the first time, and they'll say, I didn't even know you were out here. I didn't even know you were out here. Y'all, right. I literally had this channel since 2015.
Right.
And people will say that. I've heard that multiple times.
Right.
I didn't even know you were out here.
NBA stands for no buck dancing allowed, y'all. That's what NBA stands for. So go ahead on and hit that button, and y'all make sure y'all subscribe. You're never going to see when I go live because they're going to shadow ban. So
sometimes y'all, when you're like, because I get people telling me my comment didn't show up. You know why I think that's happening? Because some of y'all are also shadow banned.
Yep. Y'all don't know.
That's why they're removing your comments. I'm not doing it because I think some people are under the impression that I'm doing it. I'm not doing it. It's them.
Right. It's YouTube. Right, Lakeisha. Just type in LVZ, not B, LVZ, NBA, and it'll come right up. And the reason I know is because anytime I tell somebody my channel and they sub, they were like, let me go to your channel. If they type the words the letters LVZ in, NBA already comes up. So just tap that, go to my channel and subscribe, y'all, and hit the bell. I'm not going to tell you that it's going to work. But one thing I am going to tell you is I'm going to always tell y'all the truth. I'm going to always put my foot knee deep in the devil's behind, and I'm going to put it so deep up in him, my pause. I'm going to put my foot so deep in his ass that the water on my knee going to quench his thirst. So I'm always fighting this devil. Mm-hmm. They ain't going to get rid of me.
Yeah, we all are. And that's the price you pay, y'all. That's why I used to laugh when, you know, all that shit was going down and people are like, she got all that money. Oh, what money? You don't make no money defending black folk.
I died laughing. Yeah, I used to laugh at that shit too. I was like, oh, what money?
There ain't no damn money. I don't know what you're talking about.
Let me tell y'all something. Me and Lisa started around the same time. 2013 to 2015 era. That's when I started. Do y'all realize I was monetized for a total of 8 months before they demonetized and said, oh no, nigga, we're not gonna do that anymore. Oh no, nigga. Oh, we've made a mistake. Get that off of his channel.
Oh yeah, yeah. I mean, just like every now and then I'll have somebody come in my chat saying, you blocked me. And I was like, I didn't block you. You blocked me. And sometimes I'll go over to their channel and look, I was like, you're not even blocked. I said, that's YouTube doing that. That's not me.
Right. 300, not just take the one off. It's LVZ NBA Talk. That's it.
Yeah.
Yeah, but Lisa, True Raw, all them, they be catching me sometime, y'all.
1 red cent defending black people.
People, not a dime.
You don't get.
Look, let us. We gonna keep it all the way 100, y'all. if y'all don't send cash apps, it ain't no money. Ain't no money for what we do. That's no bullshit. Other than the cash apps that the grassroots that y'all send, we don't see no damn money.
No, not like y'all, not the way y'all thinking.
Yeah, not the way you thinking. And me, I don't even get a YouTube jump. They like, fuck you. We're not giving you nothing.
Yeah.
Hey, look,
I
think YouTube.
I know some YouTube creators that been on years before me, and they told me since they've been on YouTube now, I know one that's been on since 2011. 2011. You know how much they told me they made from 2011 to 2023? They made 30 hold on. They made $30 and some change. And I'm not exaggerating. From 2011 to 2023, they made $30. They made $30. That's it.
Wow, wow, and folks know my little battles with YouTube. They've been slapping labels on my videos ever since I've been doing videos in 2019.
Right, my shit is always hate speech. LVZ, Z as in zebra, ethylene, Z as in zebra, sweetheart. This guy, the notorious Malcolm said the ballot or the bullet, but y'all still think voting will solve anything. Who the fuck is y'all?
Yeah, voting does not solve anything from our,
Hold on.
See, I love goofy niggas. I love goofy niggas like the notorious marching, praying, voting, and whining about it on YouTube are not solutions. Yeah, but what are you doing right now? You bitching to us. Is that a solution? So the solution is to come bitch to us who actually trying to speak out about it. So just shutting the fuck up and letting it happen, that's your solution? Or talking about Malcolm who got shot in the neck in 64, 65, that's the solution? It's always some old dusty nigga like the notorious that ain't never really did shit for us. They always got the solutions and we don't never got them. The only thing is nobody ever listened to his goofy ass because he's already failed. Nobody listens. That's why you mad. Nobody listening to you. Like you out here putting in so much work. Look, nigga, if you was putting in work and you had a successful solution, we would already see it. You wouldn't have to come on here talking about what we doing or what we not doing. Now go take your motherfucking tap shoes off, go somewhere, eat a butter biscuit, shut the fuck up.
Yeah, I mean, sometimes that is a little ridiculous. We do the videos and the stories and stuff, so we're supposed to do that and go out, do footwork, do the activism, and run all over the country. Nobody could do that.
Right.
Nobody.
Nigga, what are you doing?
And on top of that, do that for you. You still be out of here with all that.
That shit just be bothering me when goofy ass niggas always running their mouth talking about, oh, this ain't gonna work. That ain't gonna work. Bitch, nigga, if you had the answer, if you had the motherfucking answers, we'd be following you. But you don't.
And then get mad when you mention the word donation. It takes money to do all that work.
Yeah. And the thing is, I always used to have this one guy. I have since gotten rid of him. After I did every video, well, Lisa, what you gonna do about it? I'm like, MF, what are you gonna do about it?
Right. She told your coward ass. She told your coward ass.
He did that after every video. Well, what you gonna do? Well, what the hell are you gonna do?
Kiss ass. like motherfucker the notorious kiss a white man's ass and tell and tell black people what ain't gonna work, like the shit they doing is so successful.
Mm-hmm. Well, one thing I do want to say, you know, there were some people that were not satisfied with my opinion about the woman that got smacked in the head with the brick.
What was your all you said was she ain't deserve to get hit with a brick.
And I got this one guy that keeps coming back, Lisa, you wrong on that. Lisa, you wrong on that. Well, I didn't know I had to agree with you on everything.
Right.
When did this become a rule that we all have to agree with you?
I listened to your video. You didn't say nothing, but the lady didn't deserve to be hit with a brick. I agree. Well, look, people gotta stop. Look, yeah, we do know that lady was doing a whole bunch of reckless bullshit, and she wrong for trying to call out all men, all black men, especially when she ran around talking about how she don't need no man to protect her. So yes, you can't be a hypocrite like that. I understand where people coming from. At the same time, I can say that and say, you still ain't supposed to hit no woman in the face with a damn brick. What kind of bitch shit is that?
Mm-hmm. Especially over some phone number. Come on, man.
Right. Right. Now, people are saying that she did a little more. She did a little more than not give them the number, which I do believe, Lisa. I'm gonna be honest.
Possible. Yeah,
I do believe she was
I
doing
don't
a
rule
little
that out. You know, although that was not on the video, I certainly don't rule it out.
Right, I do believe that, but at the same time, just because she was talking shit to you, ain't no reason to hit nobody with no guy, nobody with a brick. Not just a woman. Nobody. You shouldn't hit nobody with a brick.
Exactly.
So I don't understand why people talk about, well, you wrong. No, you're not wrong. What you said was right. You should. I even listened. When I listened, I said, she right. You shouldn't get hit with a brick. I agree with that. Now, what the people should be saying, what the people trying to articulate and ain't good enough to do is saying, yeah, she shouldn't have been hit with a brick. But that lady is a tether, and that lady need to come off of that bullshit blaming all black men. Because last week, we just saw what happens when you try to jump on a foundational black American and there's other foundational black Americans around. We saw what happened, right?
You sure did.
Motherfucker gonna get a little chair justice. Bitch might get thrown in the water. Come on, y'all. Look, and it ain't just, and people try to say, well, oh, that's just Alabama. No, I mean, that was just Mississippi. No, let's not tell that lie. When white people, when the white crazy man was shooting up that motherfucking Waffle House, a black man jumped into action and beat his ass and took the gun. When that sister was being approached by a white supremacist in the parking lot, we just did a story about it 2 years ago. Her husband laid his life on the line. He got shot 9 times defending his wife and kid.
Mm-hmm.
So don't sit here and tell me.
Don't forget that pregnant black woman, and remember the black man that was armed that walked up the white
the old black man,
and right. He didn't even know that woman, and he
didn't even know that lady,
and he stepped up for her.
He stepped up, pulled his shit out on dude, didn't he? Don't get blasted.
Mm-hmm.
So we don't let that happen. So if people were sitting there saying, no, she don't deserve to get hit with a brick, but she need to understand that ain't got nothing to do with FBAs. We don't let our people get their ass whooped like that. We just don't.
Yeah.
And that's all that's all you need to articulate. All that Lisa wrong, and Lisa ain't wrong. You ain't supposed to hit no woman with no brick.
I mean, yeah, of course you don't deserve to get hit with a brick, but I didn't see ladies that talk like that. It seemed to me like they want some kind of special help or something. They want some kind of extra attention just for saying that. Or say, oh, all brothers and this and that. I mean, they just want extra attention from somewhere else.
But you know what? Our people got that bad. You know, if we didn't, you wouldn't see the amount of people on YouTube doing that mess. You got channels that blame black men for everything. You
Right.
got channels that blame black women for everything. We got that bad. We really
Exactly. Then we got coon niggas in the chat room talking about who people voting for and this, that, and that. You don't know who nobody voted for, you dumb fuck. And then putting emojis in there like that makes your point more prevalent. This notorious is a notorious moron. And the reason you a notorious is because no woman will procreate with your stupid ass. So the best thing you could do was be a
Right. But you know what I don't like, and you know, we all have our opinions about that woman. But what I don't like are the men that are jumping on these videos talking about, I ain't gonna protect nobody. Okay, even if that is the case, why do you got to be all over videos saying that? Then don't protect anybody.
Hey, Lisa, it was only one person that said that, and that was that tether dude. I'm not protecting anyone. I said, yeah, nigga, we know you fled. We know you ain't gonna protect nobody. I mean, we already know you ain't gonna protect nobody.
Yeah. You know, it's just like a couple of years ago, I must have been like around 2011, 2012. I was on just watching some videos, and some black woman was on there talking about, I don't care if I see a black man and this happens to him, I ain't doing nothing. I ain't calling F him. Why do you got to be on a video saying that?
I'm glad they all on video.
You got to be on a video saying that for?
Cause in case LVZ is in a room with her, I could throw something at their ass before I get to lighten up the Peckerwood. They want to make sure that I got bullets for them too.
And then after I did my brother polite live stream, one of them came over. You never said he didn't get the sex crime charges on him. I said that was said in the damn audio. I didn't have to say that.
Yeah.
What the hell?
Hold up. We already said that though, Lisa. The first time
in the audio. What the hell? What the hell do I got to repeat it for?
But Lisa, you said it the first video when you was covering them in court.
Yeah, I know.
Why we got to keep talking about, and he there for sex crime? We know what he there for.
Yes. Yes.
And don't nobody try to defend that dusty shit.
Exactly. But you know what? There are people that are still trying to defend him, believe it or not.
I know. That's why I said that, sis, because I seen a few of them. Y'all niggas don't try to defend that dusty shit. It ain't no conspiracy to get that dumb nigga.
It sure isn't.
He did the same shit his teacher did, Dr. York. Y'all know Malachi York did the same thing, and I know y'all don't want to talk about it.
He sure did.
That motherfucker learned from his teacher, so I don't want to hear that shit. Fuck and that big nose.
He had a lot of people that at one time. Sonetta was another one that was cheerleading for Brother Polite.
Yes, he was. Yes, Sonetta was. For a while, he was. Shit, Tariq talk about Polite was more astute than Sarah Suit Seti, but he know better now.
Oh, whoa. Yeah, I don't know how he came up with that.
Yeah, I know he know because of that debate they had back in the day. And that I always disagreed with that. I was like, fuck Tariq, man, he beat Seti. Seti beat his ass. And back then, Seti was telling you that he said, hold up now. You talking about he said, you sitting here talking about we our own worst enemy. But what about your teacher, Dr. York? And then he started showing how they was child molesters, and they got mad.
Yeah. And now what is the opinion? You know, no matter what, I even saw some people trying to say the little girl seduced him. I was like, that little girl didn't seduce him. But you got some people out there even trying to suggest that. I mean, that is sick. That little girl is never going to be the same. She ain't going to never forget that experience.
Hold up, y'all. Now I understand some of y'all don't like Tariq, and that's your prerogative. My thing is this: you can't blame him for listening to Polite or have agreeing with certain points of Polite, because at the same time, it was some of y'all that was agreeing with Polite back then. Y'all was agreeing with Dr. Umar back then. So come on, man. We done all put our money behind the wrong horse every now and then. Let's be honest. I'm man enough to say I did it before.
Yeah, I mean, people do make those mistakes. But, no defense, LVZ, but I was never, I don't know. It was something about Polite that I just couldn't follow.
No, Lisa. Lisa. I'm not talking about you, Lisa. I'm talking about some people that be saying shit in the chat room. Because me and you was talking about how Polite was a hypocrite a long time ago. No, I don't think Polite had the right message. I think Polite was scamming from the beginning.
Yes.
And he would like to soft shoe. Like, matter of fact, when he used to have the debates with Malik Shabazz, Malik Zulu Shabazz, and Malik Shabazz said, it's polite to the white man. And that's when he started talking that we our own worst enemy. I said, oh yeah, I will never like this coon. After that, it's certain things black men can say that will it's certain things that black men will say that could turn me off for life. Somebody said, how do we do what club? Ain't nobody spend no $1 million for no club. It was $2 million for a museum that's actually there, dude. Stop hating. Don't hate it. Don't hate on them. Look, I don't hate on other niggas' accomplishments, man. It's a club. He do other things. Do y'all realize now we got to keep it funky? Do y'all know that the museum down here in DC, y'all, is funded by state taxes, city taxes, and all types of grants and people all over the country? Tariq don't get that because his shit is called the Foundational Black American Hidden History Museum.
And I think about even when I was growing up in the city of Philadelphia, we used to go to the museums and we even took trips up to the college campus and stuff. And come to find out, the University of Pennsylvania were holding bodies of slaves and the natives that they slaughtered. And I was right around there. So what makes that better than what Tariq have? You really think about it. What makes them better?
Thank you. So don't sit up here and down the brother.
Those big museums are holding on to our atrocities.
Thank you. Right. Thank you, Lisa. So don't sit up here down the brother for the good shit he did. The museum is not a club. Just because he uses the museum to do other things and have social get-togethers, they do that at museums here, y'all. They'll have a wine and cheese gathering at the
They sure do. They do that at museums all over the country where they
all
have
over the country.
They most certainly do.
They will have a wine and cheese gathering at a museum. So when a black man do it, and he do it while he got Buster Francis Cress Wilson and write-ups of Dr. John Henrik Clark and we gonna shit on that? Nah, bruh. Go on, slap yourself for that.
Yeah,
Slap
look,
yourself
I
for that.
did a story just 3 weeks ago. The Smithsonian put out a story about how they stole the brains of Black people and they got that shit up at their museums. That's why I'm saying they got some heinous mess
Right.
in museums. And nobody ever complains about that. They got some horrible stuff up there. They got our body parts of our forefathers. They got whole bodies of our forefathers, not just former slaves, but also the babies and infants and stuff are there.
Norma X, you're a moron because I don't even know. Clinging to the Grifters? What is Gretes, y'all? That's not even a word. What is that? Clinging to the Grifters doesn't make him right. So basically what you're saying is he shouldn't have had a museum. Yeah, you a hater, nigga. I ain't gonna listen to none of your shit, none of your bullshit. You one of them niggas that's mad that somebody did something.
Yeah, Bert, that's exactly what they got. Black babies and no, but nobody criticizes those museums, and they got all kinds of heinous stuff of our people.
Right.
Skulls and everything.
Right. They said, and you sitting here doing goofball babble because a nigga gave somebody $500, gave a black man $500 for doing a poem. You sit here doing goofball babble.
Yeah.
Yeah, no goofball babble. Like we say, it's reasons to be at odds with everybody. Shit, it's reasons people don't like me, but at least give a real reason. Some people don't like me because I'm too abrasive. Some people don't like me because I cuss you out no matter what. Some people don't like me because I'll block you, kick you off my channel, and tell you eat a fat one. I can live with that. Shit, I can live with that. Shit, I can live with that. If you say that's on him.
Wow.
Thank you, John T. Harden. Shit. Okay, have a good reason though. It's reasons for you to say, Tariq be saying some shit sometimes. I be like, what? So that's how we do it. It's just basically.
I mean, if you got to go by whether you like somebody or not, you probably wouldn't listen to any channel on YouTube because
thank you very much.
Disagree with something we say.
With something they say.
You're going to disagree with something.
Right. And that's not going to determine whether I like you or not. Because I could disagree with you, but I could still understand where you coming from as long as you ain't saying no coon shit. I could just fundamentally disagree. But that don't mean I don't like you. I ain't gonna shit on you. Look, and this is how stupid some people are. We had a brother just in here talking about the ballot or Malcolm said the ballot or the bullet. But all y'all want to do is keep voting. Huh? Nigga, we doing both, whether you know it or not. So Michael Johnson was using the ballot? I'm just saying, right? My man Gavin, he was using the ballot? Gavin Long was using the ballot? Nah. So nah, motherfucker. And while you sitting up here talking about ballot and bullet, my brother, Malcolm did say fight whatever way you can fight. So don't be sitting up here shitting on people talking about all they doing is vote. First of all, This is Lisa Cabrera's channel. I don't know if you know that. Most of us on here do not vote.
I don't vote. I don't vote. And then, you know what's funny? I'll get the people that hate me come over here talking about she's over here promoting Democrats. I do not promote no damn Democrats on my channel.
At all.
But you got them haters that'll come over here and try to tell me what I said. She hates Democrats. And then when we were all in the lockdown, I was telling y'all openly that I was not interested in, the Jap scene. She over here telling them to go get it. Now, what video was I on? But that's the kind of stuff people do.
At all.
That's the kind of stuff people do.
Oh, that's like some sucker ass nigga who was on Jason Black chat room talking about too bad LVZ supports abortion. I said I do. I said, when did I say I support abortion? You don't condemn it. I said, nah, because I don't think everybody should have a baby. But that don't mean I'm running around talking about, yay, abortion. No, but I've always said, whether people agree with me or not, I don't give a fuck. I'm going to tell the truth. Everybody shouldn't have a fucking baby. And we know that. We do know that. So I tell a motherfucking truth. I tell the damn truth. I'm not going to sit there and lie. I'm human.
Or, yeah, you know what else is famous? If I'm talking against something that's happening with our people, I'll get that person will come in my comment section and say, Lisa, you trust white people too much. What? I was like, right. What video did you listen to?
Exactly.
But I just conclude when people do that off the wall stuff, they're just looking for attention. I really think that's the only reason why they're doing it. They know they didn't hear that in the video, but they need some attention.
That's all it is. You go to these niggas' channel, they can't even afford a thumbnail. That's where you know a lot of these niggas is so sad they be trolling our shit. They sad, they broke, they live a fucked up existence. They can't even afford a thumbnail, Lisa. It just be a exclamation point in the motherfucking shit. How you can't afford a picture of yourself? You can't.
I mean, and you can make your own thumbnail. You can. You don't even have to put out a lot of money. You can make it yourself.
Right. No, yeah, make one. That's shit. All these beautiful thumbnails I be saying, look at Llewellyn, and that's free. Yeah, they can't afford it, Llewellyn. They can't afford it, bro.
Mm-hmm. And not, you know what I like? I like about our people, the creative thumbnails, and I like the creative names they come up with.
Right.
Really nice names. People came, they really brought it with the names. You know, they're very creative, very unique. I like that.
Right. Look at Hunter Biden. Shit. Well, I ain't gotta look at Hunter Biden. I can look at any white person on the street out Kebulon, man, and know that man is on that hawk.
Right.
You know what I was thinking of at work today, Lisa?
What's
While
that?
I'm smelling crystal meth. While I'm at work, y'all, smelling crystal meth, and this dust ass Asian and this white man is in the hallway smoking it. I went, hey, y'all, it's way more people on crystal meth than ever was on crack, and they ain't doing nothing about it. Y'all ever think about that?
Mm-hmm.
Think about it, y'all. It's way more people on that crystal meth, on that hawk, than it ever was off the crack rock. And they not doing nothing, y'all.
Yep. Well, it's
yes,
just like
Jet
that.
Black at work.
Yeah, it's just like that opioid epidemic is still going strong. And
That's
the
what I'm talking about.
crack epidemic did not last this long. It did
By
not
now,
last as long as this.
nah, Lisa. This what else I was thinking about. You gonna laugh like shit. Hey, white folk, we y'all country music singers, instead of singing "Try That in a Small Town," he should be singing "Put That Motherfucking Meth Pipe Down." That's what he should have been singing.
Uh-huh.
Cause let's think about it, sis. Right now, by now, during the crack era, if we comparing time frames, the opioid epidemic blew up in like 2002, 2003, right?
90s.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
It became more way out of control in '03 to now. So this on their 20-year point.
Mm-hmm.
By our 5-year point in crack, because remember, everybody says crack hit the whole country by '88. By '93, you was having songs like Self-Destruction. You was having songs like We All in the Same Gang to stop the gang violence. We was having songs like Your Mama's on Crack Rock to stop you from smoking crack. We had even the Jamaican dude sing, "Bass, how much can you smoke?" We had Night of the Living Bass Heads by Public Enemy to get you off the crack.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, white folk, all y'all songs be singing, "I'm gonna smoke me some crystal meth and wave the American flag and shoot at any nigger that I see walking down the aisle, cause I'm a country boy." That's the type of shit y'all be singing.
No, remember that pedophile song you were telling us about?
Oh yeah, Benny Maradona.
There was a guy over on TikTok. He said he remember when that song was out, but he just never listened to the lyrics. So he said he sat in the video and played it. You should have seen his face. He was like, I can't believe I was listening to that.
You should have sent them my video. What I call that shit. You should have sent them my video, sis. Jeffrey's Jingles. That's
Yeah.
what I call it. Jeffrey's Jingles.
Mm-hmm.
That if I could fly. Oh, me and my brother knew. We was like, hold up, this. Oh, and if you look at the video, this nigga look every bit of 45 singing, "She's just 16 years old. Leave her alone." They say, no, nigga, they don't say. The law says, leave her alone.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
Talk about if he could fly, he'd pick her up and take her into the night and show her a love that she's never seen. Oh, I said, oh yeah, that's pedophile.
There's a video on TikTok of a guy playing it, and he's sitting there, and you could clearly see he was reacting to it. And he was like, "Oh my, what?" Like, yeah, he said that was the first time he really, really listened to that song.
I should send them my video from YouTube, and he'll cry. He was like, "Damn, this black guy was on us a long time ago."
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah, Bert laughing about True, the song Spandu Ballet. That was the first song. You remember that song?
I remember that song.
That was the first song about crystal meth, sis.
Mm-hmm.
Did you know that? You remember I broke that down?
Yeah.
You remember I broke, cause it took me one day, I was getting high playing the song. I'm smoking a J, I'm listening. And I heard him sing that verse. He was like, I was listening to it. I said, this shit don't make no sense. Then the next verse go, with a thrill in my head and a pill on my tongue. I said, oh shit, a pill on your tongue.
Uh-huh.
That man said he was listening to Marvin all night long. He was high as shit, Lisa. Mm-hmm. Just listening to Marvin. Mercy, mercy me, high as shit. Listening to Marvin all night long. God damn, get some sleep, dope head.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a Marvin Gaye fan. We eventually turned Marvin off, though. Went to bed.
I guess you didn't have any meth.
Right. He said he know this much is true. Yeah, that mean he had that pure meth, sis. He smoked that. I know this much is the truth. I smoke this.
Mhm. I know, right? All right, y'all. I'm going to go ahead and conclude. And by the way, I do want to thank the people that have donated to PayPal and Cash App. And, you know, and the people that have joined the channel. Thank you so much for your support. And we'll definitely be doing this again because I do have another topic that I want to talk about. And I'll do a live stream on that one as well.
There you go. There you go. And again, for those who be like, well, where the hell do we find LVZ? LVZ NBA Talk. We do this all the time. Lisa will tell you.
Mm-hmm.
We do this all the time. So
yeah, I gotta go over and get on LVZ's panel real soon.
yes, you do.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, you do. We're gonna do that. We're gonna have to do one probably this weekend or something.
Yeah, that sounds good. Sound like a plan.
We do one this weekend or something.
Mm-hmm. All right, y'all. Please enjoy your evening, and you'll then just be on the lookout for my videos.
Exactly. And I might do an after party, so y'all stay tuned. I might do something in a few minutes.
All right. All right, y'all. Shalom, family.
Shalom. We love ya.